Here's your wrestling news for June 20th, 2022. And your headlines for today include: it's not just Vince McMahon under scrutiny, claims WWE Raw commentator. Rumored killer on alleged marital problems between Triple H and WWE CEO Stephanie McMahon. Who is the favorite to become the first interim AEW World Champion? Former WWE World Champion shares goals for a much lighter schedule. Will he be the next Roman Reigns? Alexa Bliss reveals fun future goal outside of the ring. WWE superstars complain to the company about ridiculous waiting times. Former WWE referee Tim Whitehead, aged 68. Released WWE superstar had discussions about backstage role before being cut, and more. We're kicking off with WWE, and last week the wrestling world was shocked when it was announced that Vince McMahon is under investigation and the founder of WWE has stepped down from his role as CEO. It's alleged that McMahon arranged a $3 million hush money payout to an employee it's claimed he had an affair with, and the chairman's actions are going to be under a lot of scrutiny. Speaking on his Unlocking the Cage show, Raw commentator Jimmy Smith gave his take on the situation and explained why he feels McMahon isn't the only one under the microscope. What is going to get investigated over the next couple of months is the culture. A culture's hard to hide. You can hide an act. You do something and you make a mistake and you make amends for that mistake. It's what is going on communication-wise behind the scenes. That's what this investigation is going to be looking at. They're going to be looking at the executive culture of the WWE. Vince McMahon has promised to respect the investigation's results no matter how damning it is, but it may not be just the boss and John Laurinaitis who are forced out of their roles. In Vince's place, Stephanie McMahon is acting as interim CEO and chairwoman of WWE, and there's been a lot said about the new boss of the company. Recently, rumors have circulated about Stephanie's marriage to Triple H, with some saying it's on the rocks. As proof, those making this claim have noted that Stephanie has been seen without her wedding ring on at times recently, and there's been speculation that her hiatus last month was in fact to oversee a divorce. Addressing the rumors on his show, Wade Keller refuted the claims that Triple H and Stephanie are anything other than happily married, and said that sources within WWE confirmed that the power couple are still together. Responding to the claims about Stephanie's hiatus, Keller explained that she legitimately wanted to step away for her family, but returned to run the company after a request was made. As interim CEO and chairwoman, Stephanie McMahon will have some tough decisions ahead of her, but she'll be supported all the way by her husband. This week, AEW will crown their interim world champion, who will serve as the company's top star in the wake of CM Punk's injury. With the Chicago-made wrestler on the shelf, either Jon Moxley or Hiroshi Tanahashi will take his place, and the odds are in for this highly anticipated match. According to the current betting odds, it's Moxley who's expected to become the interim champion, which would make him the first two-time AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Forbidden Door 2022 will also see the first AEW All-Atlantic Champion crowned, and right now, it's Miro who's the favorite to be the first man to hold the gold. Will Ospreay is expected to retain his IWGP US Heavyweight title against Orange Cassidy, while AEW Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa is likely to retain over Toni Storm. It's worth stating that these are just betting odds and do not guarantee these results, and it'll be interesting to see who stands tall at this weekend's massive crossover event. Back to WWE now, as Sheamus made an impact immediately into his WWE career, becoming WWE Champion within months of his debut. This month marks 13 years since the Celtic Warrior arrived on our screens, and now Sheamus is ready for a change. Speaking to the 5 Count, Sheamus said he's looking for a much different career schedule, one that will keep him active for longer, but in the ring less. I think it'd keep it fresh. It'd be great to do acting a couple of months and then back in the ring a couple of months, adds to the longevity as well. Sheamus does have a bit of acting experience, as he was in 2016's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies Out of the Shadows. With Roman Reigns competing less and less, there is a distinct lack of top-tier stars on WWE TV right now, but it's the former World Heavyweight Champion who wants a relaxed schedule akin to the Tribal Chief. Sheamus may have plans for a career in acting and entertainment outside the ring, but he's not the only WWE superstar who has dreams of the silver screen. Alexa Bliss has been a focal point of the WWE's women's division for years now and recently returned under a new character just a few weeks ago, but she too wants to stretch her acting chops outside the ring. On social media, Bliss said that she'd love to be a voice actor for an animated character, calling it a fun future goal in her life. It's no secret that Bliss is absolutely obsessed with Disney, and that there's no shortage of characters the former women's champion could voice for the House of Mouse. Several fans responded encouraging Bliss to chase this dream, with some suggesting DC Comics' Harley Quinn as a potential role, which would be fitting with Bliss's sweet but psycho character in recent years. As for now, Bliss has the chance to become a two-time Ms. Money in the Bank at the upcoming Premium Live event, and we imagine another accolade could only help her chances of impressing casting teams. Fans can watch Bliss each week on Monday Night Raw, where she, like the rest of the roster, are often left waiting around. After an entrance, a superstar has to wait for advertisements, video packages, interview and recap segments, with some matches only starting 15 minutes after the entrances have taken place. On the May 30th Raw, the main event between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan had over 20 minutes of waiting before their match got underway, and the stars of the Red brand are sick of it. According to Fightful Select, several superstars have reached out to express their dislike for the new norm of hanging around for long periods in the ring and have complained to WWE higher-ups. The superstars have been told that the show's format was what it was and intended to improve the flow of the show for audiences at home. When one talent was asked what they did during the wait time, they said, "Talk to the crowd, dance, get annoyed that I'm waiting that long." The superstars may be annoyed at this, but it's ultimately the WWE higher-ups who decide the flow of the show, even if it leaves the talent wandering around aimlessly in front of a live crowd for prolonged periods of time. We've got some sad news to report now, as former WWE referee Tim White has died at age 68. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful was the first to break the news, announcing the passing of the legendary official. White enjoyed a 24-year career in WWE and called the action for the legendary King of the Ring 1998 Hell in a Cell match between Mankind and The Undertaker. White retired in 2002, ironically due to injuries sustained in a Hell in a Cell match, but would officiate one last time in 2004, calling the action for Chris Jericho vs. Christian at WrestleMania 20. Outside of the ring, White ran the Friendly Tap Bar, which was often used during Attitude Era segments and was usually trashed in the process. In a tweet, Shawn Michaels said he was privileged to spend time with Tim White and Dave Hebner, another former WWE referee who recently passed, and other stars of wrestling shared similar messages. This is a particularly tough time for the industry, who are mourning the loss of two veteran referees, and our thoughts go out to the Whites and the Hebners at this sad time. And we're ending today with Dirty Dango, formerly known as Fandango, who had a lengthy career under multiple names in WWE before being cut by the promotion last year. Fandango won his first championship, the NXT Tag Titles, not long before he was cut, but the Ballroom Brawler wasn't too surprised by WWE's decision. Speaking during a virtual signing with Captain's Corner, Fandango discussed his release and the plans he had been making with WWE, which led to nothing in the end. "I think we kind of saw the writing on the wall. So I was 37 at the time, you kind of see the writing on the wall. I had a good run, and I was kind of already speaking with WWE about possibly coaching down the road, and, you mentally prepare yourself for that call. It didn't seem real though for a couple of months after, because you live your life for so long under contract." Fandango has made it clear that he isn't finished with wrestling, and while WWE may not have seen any use in him, either on screen or as a coach, we're sure there's plenty of promotions who would love to have him around. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.